Hello and welcome today to a very big game between Prince Alfred Old Collegians and Broadview Football Club. It is round 11 of the BTR Excavations Division 1. My name is Jad Gosson and you're here with me today for this big clash. It is 10th versus 9th, but it is a big clash in the context of the relegation battle. Broadview looking for their first win of the season and Prince Alfred looking for their first win in after an 8-game losing streak. Also their first win at home. If they can manage to win here at Park 9, it's been a good build-up. We've seen the players out there and all warming up, ready to go. They're all fired up from both teams. They know this is a game they can definitely win and a game they need to win to try and survive in Division 1. The B grade just finished up. PAO Prince Alfred coming over the top there, 84-36. So they'd want more of the same in the A's, but we'll see how that goes. Quickly, thank you to our sponsors, Filming Footy, Sports Interactive, Classic Clashes, Custom Bow RTC, High Five E-Bikes, Dartfish, Archie's, Jag Meatworks, and Kimberley Resorts. We see the Prince Alfred boys getting into position. Broadview taking a little bit longer in the huddle as now they break and they're going to get ready for this clash. A few changes to Prince Alfred that from last week when I commentated them. 6 changes that I could see. Out of Garrels, which is one of the top goal scorers, Clark, who's also one of the top goal scorers, Cook, Piper, Pritchard, and an interesting one, Ned McHenry, of course, the player coach. He's not actually playing today, he's just coaching. I can see him on the bench there, so going to be interesting to see if he can get his team maybe more fired up. He can have more influence on a bit of the coaching side of it, as he's not on the field. He's just going to be on the sidelines watching from a different perspective than usual. We'll see how that plays out. I'll keep an eye on him throughout the match to see how much communication he does compared to when he's out on the field. But the players are in position. The umpire lifts the ball up and we're ready to go for the first bounce. Both the ruckmen go out, tap down by Neil. Straight away Prince Alfred with the clearance. Straight into the forward line. Can they find a quick mark inside 50? Not to be. The ball's still alive. Kicking it off the ground is Broadview, just trying to get it out of the defence. Now the quick rush forward. There's numbers here for Prince Alfred. They need a little bit of space. Broadview do well. But now the snap comes from Prince Alfred. Missing to the left. Still alive. Still in play. And eventually does go out for a behind. So just started here. Not even a minute. The timer just starting now. So I'll make sure I remember that when I give you updates on the time. But first score on the board is a behind to Prince Alfred. They got the clearance very easy there. They'll need to fix that up, Broadview. I know it's very early days, but Prince Alfred, when they get on top, we saw it last week against a very good team, Inglenunga. They did, once they won that midfield, they nearly got back into it after conceding the first 4 goals of the game. They did well to get within 2 goals in the third quarter, and it was that midfield, it was their running power. They've got to stop that, Broadview. There's the pressure as well, nicely done there. Jack Ianello there with some nice tackling. It's going to be another stoppage. The ruckman go over it there. You can see Jesse White in the ruck for Broadview, of course, former AFL player with Collingwood and Sydney Swans. Now the tackle comes inside the defence. Broadview do well. It's going to be a free kick actually to Broadview. I might be holding the ball. So good work there in their defensive half, defensive 50. They're going to bring it out here with some kicks, looking for a target, just punched over the line in front of the Broadview bench there. As for Broadview, last week, they kicked the first 4 goals of the game against Sacred Heart, and we thought the massive upset was on. Of course, Sacred Heart near the top of the ladder, I think, is sitting in 3rd off the top of my head. But then Sacred Heart did come back and win that one, but by 35 points, so not too bad considering the ladder difference. Now Prince Alfred find a way towards goal. The ball bounces kindly for him, and that is a goal. The first goal of the game going to Prince Alfred. Again, the defence there for Broadview needed to be a bit better. The ball just sailed in at a relatively interesting position, but it was going to be a goal, so it just bounced over the top of everyone. Try and see who actually got that goal for you guys. Just checking out the stream, as you guys can do. Go back to see something if you missed it. It is going to be James Bentley, so yeah, 4 goals last week. Starts it off again with a good goal here this afternoon. Again, the midfield, Prince Alfred win that one. They have to go backwards to go forwards, but then they'll find a mark on the wing. The overlapping handball to Ianello. He's been involved a few times early. Good kick forward inside 50, bounces off the chest. Still alive here for Prince Alfred. They're looking for the shot from the pocket, over the top of everyone. Misses. Out on the full, I believe, so no score added. And it's going to be Broadview to bring it back in from the back pocket. Would have been in contention there for the Jag Meatworks snag of the day. Of course, the best goal gets a kilo of sausages thanks to Jag Meatworks. Back inside 50, repeat inside 50. Good defending there, great intercept mark. That's better from the Broadview defence. Looking for the switch. Dangerous kick, but it was on. Finds a target well. Now he needs his teammates to help him out. Needs a bit of movement up forward. That's what happens, but it is outnumbered 3-1. Does well, the one from Broadview. He does well to get some second efforts there. And going back in for more is Manning. It's going to be a stoppage, so good effort there. They outnumbered, caused a stoppage, was the Broadview after his teammates came back to help. And again, the umpire's going to have to come sort them out. A bit of congestion in this part of the field. Nice running there. Gets the high tackle. Thought about the advantage, but smartly done, I think, just to go back there and take the free kick. Again, he needs options up forward. There's a few options for him, but instead he goes through the corridor. Another risky kick if he doesn't work it out. Nice mark there by Flanagan, who plays on quickly and gets run down. So he did all that hard work with a beautiful mark, only to be run down by Singleton, who gets the free kick. And he's looking to use the wings. Kicks it out wide to McInnes. Over the top. Jolly, I believe, inside the forward line, but again a nice intercept mark there. And Broadview, the last few minutes, been doing a little bit better in defence for sure. With some nice intercept marks, using the teammates well. This is a dangerous position though, giving away a ball, and he runs out of room. Luckily, I think that's quite lucky for Broadview there. They turn it over inside 50 with a 3-1, but it will be instead a boundary throw-in. So Broadview will take that. Don't need to defend this well. The kick off the side of the boot. Shanked it. Still alive, but great mark again by the Broadview defence. As they look to get it out of there towards the wing, looking to do some attacking of their own. Not sure if Broadview have been inside their own forward 50 yet. They've been there attacking forward 50, I should say. They have an opportunity now though. They're one kick away. See something he likes on the lead, but just a little bit too much in front of the defence there. And to the advantage of the defender means that it's going to go back. Searles now. Does a bit of a 1-2. Bromley. Left foot kick to a pack. Big punch from over the top. Broadview had numbers. Going to have to bend down and pick it up. The big ruckman Neil. He does well. Still underneath them, somewhere in that big pack of players, it's going to be the umpire's ball. These two teams, of course, have already played. We're into the second game of the season for everyone. So round 2, Broadview lost that one to Prince Alfred by 41 points. That was at Broadview's home, of course. So the reverse fixture now. And that was actually Prince Alfred's last win, if you believe it. So they look good on that occasion, but haven't won a game since. That kick from Searles just off the side of the boot. Lucky for him, stays in. He does well to run into that contest to try and get a bit of a second effort. Kicked it into the pocket towards the boundary line. Still alive. Broadview might look for the boundary line. Gets a kick away before he goes over the line, so it's going to be play on. Again, congestion here, maybe a bit of a throw. The umpire says play on. White uses his strength well, just pushes off a few tacklers and kicks it long, looking for the ball over the top, but he's held to him. A bit too desperate there, the attacker, to not let the defender mark it. It is going to be in the hands of Bernardi. He goes long to one-on-one. Pretty good kick. Playing in front, though, nicely is Manning. White now back to Manning. Manning looks to use the wings. Cooper O'Leary, the captain, of course. Great work there. And a free kick for O'Leary. Got tackled after he handballed it away, and it's going to be a downfield free kick, actually, to Jay O'Leary. So from one brother to another, O'Leary inside the forward line to a 2-on-1, looking for a mark. It's going to be top the arms. Yeah, a bit too rough there when trying to stop the mark occurring. Great kick through the middle to from Slade to Jolly. Jolly goes wide to Sumner. Sumner on the wing, great mark there. And good inside kick. Schmidt uses the ball well, usually to a dangerous position. One-on-one there. Oh, the big ruckman there, Cho Wan Yang, deep in defence. Gets wrapped up. It's going to be a bowl up. Again, a dangerous stoppage here for Broadview. Just trying to collect out that congestion to try and find a kick. Just couldn't get the kick away. Still alive. Now the kick comes from the defence, but again they're outnumbered on this instance, and it's going to be Jolly with a great mark. Inside the 50, maybe just on the line, is Hayden Jolly. Wasn't the best players last week, as he usually is. 6 of the past 9 games that he's played, Jolly's been in the top 5, according to the coaches of Prince Alfred. The kick comes now, starts left, comes back a lot, but not enough. It is just a 1 behind. So 1, 2, 7 plays 0. About 10.5 minutes played, I'd say. Broadview just chip it into the pocket. Look to go long now with a long switching kick. Great work there, good mark. White's getting involved again. He's been busy early, he's been good. He was in their best as well last week. Finds a mark, but taking his time to find the kick. Doesn't see anything he likes. Eventually has to run around the player on the mark and just kick it long to a bit of a one-on-one, but it bounces past him. Now the ball's alive. They need some good pressure here, Broadview. They got a good opportunity here if they can just put the pressure on, but the handballing too slick from Prince Alfred. They just bomb it long from that situation and get it out of that dangerous position. They've got numbers here. Broadview get the big kick away towards Hams. Handballs it backwards to go forward. Still alive here if they can just find a way to get it forward, Broadview. But it's not to be. Again, congestion occurs. Tap towards the boundary line. Needs to be clean. Great pickup. Now the kick left foot, but nicely cut off by Will Schmidt. Very good player, obviously, Will Schmidt. I believe he made the team of the half year on Between the Posts, so definitely one to watch in this match. Didn't play last week either, so a good inclusion for them compared to the 6 they lost. Big punch forward. The umpire, though, sees something he doesn't like, a free kick. Going the way of Broadview. They can find it inside 50 here. It might be a bit of a shallow one from this position, so they also might look for a quick chip kick. They do go for the big bomb inside 50, just on the edge of it. Still alive here. Good handballing. They can try and have a shot here or try and centre it. He looks for the centering ball. One-on-one, but great defending there. Played in front, the one-handed mark. And Sumner, as reliable as ever in defence, the captain, of course, for Prince Alfred, does really well on that occasion. Their kick from outside 50, though, not as good. Gives an opportunity for Broadview. Finding a mark. Was it 15? It was just the required distance. Turned it over. Rare turnover there for Broadview. They find the handball from the back. White with the kick. Knows he can make the distance. Oh, just misses to the left. So I believe it was O'Leary there with the kick. Didn't think he could make the distance and found his teammate White with the handball. Just misses, but that is the first score on the board for Broadview. 1-8 plays 0-1-1. About 14 minutes played in this first quarter. Good mark by Schmidt. He's been good this quarter. Very good inclusion for them. Perks now. Thought about going back to Schmidt. Instead, it bypasses him and just goes to a one-on-one. Great courage there. Put his body on the line. Good punch by Beard. Broadview will look to win this contest. It's a good inside 50 if they can. White's in the ruck. Good punch backwards. That was clever. Now the inside 50. Has a few options. Wants in the back. Play on. Still alive here. Looking for the kick, Beard. To the right. Tyron Hill, sorry, number 14. To the right, misses. So unfortunate. That would have been a great goal, much needed goal, but also a great play from the ruck work and tap down by Jesse White into the middle, and good teamwork to find Hill on the wing, in the pocket. Few good moments here for Broadview. Haven't quite capitalised on the scoreboard yet with the goals, but they've done well just to have a bit of pressure here. Getting some inside 50s. Prince Alfred on the wing. Trying to gain possession. There's a lot of numbers around this one. Somehow it just falls out the back to Broadview, almost like a rugby scrum there. But again, the pressure's high from both teams. Now eventually the kick does come, but just a random kick, and the spare man in defence takes it nicely. The handball not as nicely, just over the top of his teammate. Now again they're under pressure, Broadview. They just have to kick it forwards and to nobody in particular. Intercepts nicely, does Prince Alfred. Finding Jolly, one of the best users in the league. Great kick forward, one-on-one to the advantage of his attacker. Doesn't take the mark, plays on with a snap. No, smothered there. And Broadview, desperate to get it out of there, just has to take the tackler on and gets a stoppage deep inside the forward line for Prince Alfred. Good smother to prevent the goal, but still a dangerous position. Again, trying to get the snap out from the ruck, and the snap around the corner, a few snaps in a row, but this time it just dribbles to the right for a behind. Still just the one goal in this one. 1 goal, 3 plays 0-2, so 5 behinds in total. That 1 goal coming from James Bentley earlier in this quarter. Good kick out by Broadview. They've struggled sometimes to get it out of that situation when they're deep in their defence, but that was nice. Found the target. PJ Collin, I believe. Just chips it forward. Now going through the corridor. Has the option. Big ruckman there. Anyang didn't jump for it. Probably should have. Now he's involved again. But good gang tackling there. And the ref and the umpire will sort them out. In the middle of the ground here. White does well in the ruck with the second effort to the tackle, causes the pressure and the kick just to go wide to nobody in particular. Trying to pick it up nicely, but it's going to run out of room, I believe, just over the boundary line. Interesting to see Anyang, usually their main ruckman. He's playing, hasn't really seen him in the ruck yet. He's been playing forward, he's been playing in defence. where Jesse White's been doing a majority of the ruck work. I think they just like his versatility more, like his presence there, uses his body well, his physicality, all his experience, and been winning a few taps over Jordan Neal. This time, though, there's going to be a clearance from Prince Alfred. Big fly over the top, nearly takes the one-hander, still alive, looking for the handball away. Good pressure by Broadview, but still alive here for the kick, coming from Ianello to the right, and it's going to be missing everything. Out on the full. No score out of the second out on the full for Prince Alfred. So to go with their 3 behinds, 2 out on the fulls. Got to fix their kicking a little bit. Still early in this one, but could become an issue later on. Straight through the middle of the ground. I like it when teams do this. Take the game on. Usually the opposition does not expect it, and it usually works out. On this occasion, they do well. From the on the full, through the guts. Finding 3 marks in a row. They have a lead in the forward line if they want to. Ignores that one just for the shorter option. No mark taken. O'Leary, big tackle. And going to be the umpire's ball. No mark taken, so back underway. They did well, Broadview, with a few marks in a row. Couldn't capitalise as well as they probably could have there. But they do well to win this one. Can they find a mark on the wing? Over the top. Great work there by Cooper O'Leary. Over the top, Hill is outmarked. Schmidt, unreal quarter. Helped out in defence. Helped out with a few inside 50s as well. A good user of the ball. Kicks it through the guts. Sees something he likes. Finds it like that on that occasion. Singleton plays on quickly. No mark, but it's still alive here. And Young's going to have to pick it up off the ground. And then because of his size, it's tricky for him. It's going to be pressure coming. The kicks. And the Broadview Tigers trying to bring it out of defence with a few handballs. Looks like it's going to be a turnover. Singleton smartly handballed it. Maybe the bench wanted a throw, but it's play on nonetheless. Manning's tackled. A big mess here, a lot of congestion, and eventually what usually happens from a lot of congestion is a stoppage, and that is what it's going to be, a boundary throw-in. No one could pick it up cleanly there. Tap down back towards the boundary lines. Trying to keep it in, but in the end it does run out into the boundary line again. Beautiful day for winter footy here at Park 9. Division 1 Adelaide Footy League. 3 minutes left according to the bench. They have a big sign saying 3 minutes, so that's handy for us. 20 minutes played, about 21 minutes played, but only 1 goal, so wouldn't be surprised if it's a short quarter. 10th versus 9th here, a big game in the context of the season and the relegation battle. Neal with a tap down. Jolly does well to get his hands free. There's still a lot of congestion here, a lot of pressure, and a few stoppages in a row. Can either team get a goal before quarter time? Carlin comes in from the attack as the third man up. Smartly done. Then just drifts back. Means that Prince Alfred have to be a bit smarter about where they want to kick it. Can't just go long because of his presence there. They do go sideways, and it works out well. Finding Thiel. And now Quaney on the edge of the 50. This kick's important. They have a few options up forward. Goes to the pocket very wide and very long way away from goals, but still just inside the 50. I believe it's Pitt there, number 4. One of their top goal scorers, 10 goals for the season. Was in their best players again last week. If anyone can kick it, he probably can. It's going to be about 50 metres out and almost along the boundary line. It's going to take his best. Kicks it from basically the 50-metre line. Long kick, doesn't make the distance. A big pack of players punched through there. Oh, still alive for a second, but eventually is just rushed behind. And Carlin there He's done a ton of running, started in his own forward line, helped out in that wing stoppage, and now punches it through for behind and then immediately runs back towards the wing. So good running there by PJ Carlin. As we see Jesse White make it back off the bench. He's been one of their best early. It goes in his direction, but read better by Kelly. Thought about playing on, instead going to go back and kick it. Long kick to the pocket. No mark taken again, just over the top of the whole pack for a boundary throw and in a dangerous position here. Can they find a quick snap away? It's going to be the clearance though, the defensive clearance from Broadview. Kicks the ball away, but only as far as Ianello. He goes back into the pocket, over the top of everyone. Great mark, right in the pocket. And Ianello with a clever kick there to the advantage of his attacking player. And it is Craig Pitt once again with the ball. Again, tough angle, but this time probably about 40 metres closer than his last kick. Comes round, snaps it, leaves it low so he can find the target, and a great, clever goal there by Craig Pitt. Very clever there, didn't try and over-kick it or kick it too hard or too high, just knew the distance required, kicked it high enough that the big ruckman, Chowan Yang, in the defence, could not get a hand onto it, but allowed him to have the accuracy for the goal. And Craig Pitt, 10 goals for the season, adds one just then, and another key player for them. And Ianello, another great assist for him, being a good quarter. Back in the middle. Wouldn't be too much time left. They get the clearance, Prince Alfred. Deep inside their forward line, no mark taken. Still alive, snap around the corner. Beautiful goal. Great goal there. Straight from the forward, from the midfield after the goal, and good second efforts there. Didn't quite take the mark, but does well to get his hands to it and just spins around. Again, we'll have a look who that is, but great goal nonetheless. And two quick goals here for Prince Alfred after kicking one early and not kicking one since. That could be down as well for the Jag Meatwork snag of the day. Clever goal. It is Bentley, so his second. 4 last week, already got 2 in the first quarter. And Bentley with a smart kick, and there's the siren, so just as they're getting ready for the quarter time, it looks like it's a free kick in the centre square. He's going to have a bomb from about 80 metres out, of course, does not make the distance, so that will be quarter time. Bentley with 2, Pitt with 1, 3 goals for 22, plays 0-2-2. We'll be back after this quick short break. Starts off looking Welcome back for this second quarter here at Park 9 between Prince Alfred and Broadview. 3-4-22 plays 0-2-2 as we're about to get underway. Thank you to Filming Footy, Sports Interactive, Classic Clashes, Custom by YRTC, High Five E-Bikes, Dartfish, Archie's, Jag Meatworks and Kimberley Resorts. As we're just waiting for the final few moments here before the umpire is all ready and set. And we're underway. Back in the ruck, White with a tap down. Looking for the clearance, however, is Prince Alfred. But it's going to be just a repeat stoppage here in the exact same spot as we started. Interesting first quarter, Prince Alfred with a very early goal. But then they were stopped for a while and they missed a few. They've got a few out of the Fools as well. Broadview had a few shots of their own but couldn't quite get the goal. And then they get 2 goals in the last 2 minutes of the quarter. And what looked like an evenly matched 1-goal lead turned into 3. But obviously still very close here for Broadview. Great tackle there by Howard. Of course, Prince Alfred now kicking to the right. So it's going to be an inside 50 here if they can get the handball away. Just misses. Hill gets involved again. It's going to be Arnello. Great first quarter. Kicks it forward. Pitts one-on-one. Clever punch from behind from the defender there in Saint. But it will just be a stoppage here. Again in a pretty dangerous position. About 30 metres from goal. They'll need to get rid of this one. PJ Carlin gets tackled, holding the ball. It is. See it pretty clearly there, textbook on the ball. And Prince Alfred with a great chance here, great tackle. About 35 metres out, not much of an angle. The kick coming in. Quaney likes it off the boot, celebrates early. And why not? Great goal there by Seb Quaney. Wasn't the best last week as well for them. Not in their top 5 goal kickers, so a good goal for him just to come in and take that one. As I said last time, round 2, Prince Alfred winning that one by 41 points. Last game they won, if you believe it. And I actually commentated that game as well, saw that one live, and they looked like the real deal back then. But of course, since then, had their struggles and looking to find a win here for their first one in a while. Their first home win as well, if they can pull it off. Of course, still early, but 4-4-28 to 0-2-2. Good start for them. They'll be happy with this one. And Coach Ned McHenry, not player coach today, on the bench, will be liking what he's seeing so far. Could have been further in front as well. Missed a few on the Fools as well. They're going to have another chance here. Another inside 50 to the pocket towards Bentley. He's already got 2, playing in front. Takes the mark. It's going to be a free kick. No mark paid, but a free kick. Takes the advantage as well. His teammate takes it. And he's happy with it. It's Jet Ryan actually kicking the goal. His debut game, speaking to the player manager earlier. So that's why he was happy enough to take it. And the players will get around him. Jet Ryan, year 11 student as well. So still in school and does very well there to kick his first goal in the Adelaide Footy League Division 1. Good job there by Bentley, the top goal scorer for Prince Alfred all season, and he wins a free kick, and Ryan makes the most of it and kicks his first goal. So congrats to him. And another quick goal by Prince Alfred. 5-4-34 plays 0-2, 4 minutes played, and Broadview are going to have to get the next one, I say. Still early, of course, second quarter just starting, but they need the next one to stay in touch. A big kick forward, Bentley again though. Reads it well. And it was probably about a 45-metre kick. And he just read it, ran into the space. Good hands. And Bentley lining up for his third of the match. 4 last week. 12 for the season coming in. Already has 2, so that's 14. Right foot kick. He likes it. Simple as you like. Five minutes into the second quarter, and it's a 38-point margin. Bentley with 3. Back underway now. It's White. Finds O'Leary, Cooper. Handballs backwards, but smartly done. Big kick forward. It's going to be Broadview finding a few marks in a row, so smartly done by them. They go inside 50 now, over the top. Can they find a snap away? Good kick. Just goes up high though, doesn't have the distance on it, and is still alive. Right outside the edges of the forward box, but it will be a stoppage. The snap, smart, but just went straight up in the air. Broadview looking for the snap away again. A lot of congestion, running backwards. And now sideways, good mark. Smart kick as well. Simple mark, but I liked it just because of how simple it was. Didn't have to do anything too much in terms of... didn't have to do anything spectacular, just smartly done there to take the mark, and was in a good position. Modra, I believe, there, number 11. Comes in with a kick, starts right, and just keeps going further right, nearly to the out in the fall, but it is just a 1-point margin. Hard to see the numbers from here. White numbers on a yellow background. But no goal nonetheless, and still searching for their first goal of the game are Broadview. They need to get the next one to stay in touch. Very crucial for them to get the next one, or it might be a difficult task to come back from. If they can get the next one, it's 5 goals. It's still definitely possible for them to make a mini comeback, but Prince Alfred have been playing well. Great running through the middle of the ground. A lot of good handballs in a row. Have the opportunity now to try and make something happen here. Finds a mark just outside the 50, or on the 50-metre line, basically. Chips it forward. Sees something forward that he liked. No mark taken, still alive. Bentley's involved again, trying to get the smother. The falls only as far as McGuinness. The kick comes beautifully through the middle. And Oliver McGuinness found a nice bit of space there. Finished it perfectly as well, and he liked that one. It's another goal going to Prince Alfred. This one turning a little bit ugly there for Broadview. 7-4-46 plays 0-3. 8.5 minutes played in the second quarter. And Broadview really desperate for their first goal. They need the next one. I've been saying it for probably the last 3 goals that Prince Alfred have got, but it's just the fact. It's just the reality of where they're at. But Prince Alfred have been good. They've been clever the way they played. And they've definitely been taking their chances in this second quarter. Broadview now on the wing. Quickly wrapped up. I think he wanted the free kick there, but it won't be It's going to be a stoppage on the wing. Some nice handballing there, Broadview with the inside 50. Thinks about shooting, goes towards Anyang. Just outside of his reach, he does well to collect it still. Handballs it wide. The tackle coming from behind, holding the ball. Yes, it is. Throw. Actually called it a throw, so holding the ball, throw. It's a free kick nonetheless. And Cho Anyang with the ball. He's going to be having a shot on goal. Number 32. He's going to have to kick it from about 50. Pretty good angle for the right footer. And Broadview worked hard for this opportunity to have a shot. Some good handballing through the middle of the ground. They've been good when they've actually utilised that. Thinks about the handball, but he's going to have a shot instead. Big kick. Looks good off the boot. It's on target, and it makes the distance. First goal of the game for Broadview. A much needed goal. I think that's a bit of an understatement. Cho Anyang with their first. 10.5 minutes into the second quarter, and Broadview are on the board. As the players make their way back, and the umpire gets ready to restart play. Throws it up, and it's again repeat stoppage in the exact same spot. Again, a lot of congestion around this one. Both teams last week losing, but I'd noticed when I had a quick look at very similar games there. Prince Alfred 71, Glenunga 102, Broadview 73, and Sacred Heart 108. So just 2 points the difference scored in an attacking sense for them last week. But they played very well to begin with here, Prince Alfred. Bit of a dangerous position here. They're going to have to be clever. A few good handballs by Broadview. Good smother there. And great tackle, great rundown tackle. It's going to be last touch possession for Prince Alfred. A great tackle there. Did the smother, did the tackle, and completed that play. I think it was Ionello. He's been very, very good in this one. Been impressed with him. Over the top in the middle of the ground. Good mark taken. Broadview looking to attack in their own respect. Kicks it to a 2-on-1. The one's a bit of needs to do his best here. Now the teammates come out to help. Prince Alfred along the wing, kicks it to space. Can they try and keep it in? Running out of room. Eventually the boundary beats them all. A boundary throw in. Just outside the 50-metre line for Prince Alfred's attack. White takes out the rock, does the don't argue, now kicks it around the corner. Nicely done there by the ruckman along the wing. Handballs it over. Cut off there by the Tigers. Spinning tackle, can't quite take him down, so he gets the handball away, but it is now going to be towards Jet Ryan. Good tap round. Cleverly done, and a great finish there by Quaney for his second. Very cleverly done there. Smart play, good chemistry, and he kicks it about 50 metres from the goal line, and I think it went on the road, so definitely a massive kick for some reason. And the umpires chased after it towards the road. Quaney with his second, and he enjoyed that one, but it was a great play there and a great punch along from the teammate into the advantage of Quaney. And Prince Alfred just a bit too clever. I mentioned it before, Garrell's missing, Clark missing there. They've got 8 goals and 11 goals, and they're not there. As well as McHenry, of course, he's got, I think, 7 goals for the season. So without those key attacking players, they've found different avenues to goal. They found players to kick goals. Quaney has kicked 2, and that's unlikely source. Jet Ryan's kicked 1. Bentley is their main kicker, and he's kicked 3. So using some new and old players there to find ways and find avenues to goal has been clever by Prince Alfred. They give away the free kick here, the Tigers, to the ruckman. Handballs it, smartly done, inside forward line, and Yang's there in defence, can't quite take the intercept mark. And a good tackle, repeat efforts by Anyang, had a chance there to take the mark, didn't quite do that, but does well with a big tackle, causes a stoppage. Kicked away now, Ionello sitting back, another intercept mark for him, plays on quickly, inside the forward line, Anyang again is there, spare man, playing in front though, Quaney. And it's just a big pack of players around the ball and a stoppage here. About 25 metres from goal. And Broadview have to be alert here. Look for these small players of Prince Alfred, look for a quick snap away. Anyang in the ruck. But it's going to be a clearance from Broadview, but only as far as Ionello, who's smartly read the play, taken another mark. Probably taken about 7 or 8 marks, maybe 4 of them intercept. Ionello's playing very well, and now has a chance to have a shot. About 50 metres out. Good angle for a right footer, coming in now. Looks to be falling short. No, goes over the top of everyone. Great kick there. Knew his limitations and kicked it beautifully. The ball spinning in the air, maybe a little bit unusually. Thought it was going to drop short, but over the top of everyone. Another goal. 9 goals for 58 plays. 139. Six, 17 minutes played in this second quarter. 49 points, the margin, I believe, if that is correct. And it's going to be a big task here for Broadview to come back. They're going to have to get a few in a row just to begin that effort. Quaney, strength, gets the kick away. Nicely read there by Grant Allen. Luke Grant Allen now through the middle, kicks it to the advantage of Prince Alfred. There's about 4 of them there, and because of that they go forward. Just misses the handball, but still alive. Good second efforts. Now Jolly thinking about the shot, instead hands it off back to Jolly. The shot comes now. Great smother. The smother was smart, and because of that they can get out of danger through Costa. Good mark in the middle of the ground. Wants to play on quickly. Wants the 25 as well. Not to be. He's going to play on quickly now. Eventually does Jones. But Prince Alfred looking for the counter-attack. Again, even if the handball doesn't quite find the target or the receiving player drops it, they just have good second efforts. They've got good chemistry to find where their opposition player is going to be. Free kick. Prince Alfred takes the advantage quick. Thinks about the shot from 50. Falls short for Bentley. And James Bentley playing in front. Thought about the shot. Maybe it was a bit of a shot, but in the end it was Bentley with a good mark. Smartly done there by the full forward. Coming in for his 4th. He gets it, and to match his 4 goals from last week against Glenunga, already has 4 in this match. Still time to go in this second quarter. Bentley's on for a big one. 3 goals last time they played in round 2. Interesting enough in that game, Pitt got 6 goals and was named best on ground, and he did all the damage on the scoreboard on that day, Pitt. So far it is actually Bentley doing the damage with 4. 10-4, 64, plays 1-3-9. Nearly into time 1 here, out Park 9. And Prince Alfred, still a half to go, but are well on their way of breaking their 8-loss winning streak and trying to claw their way out of that bottom 2 and out of the relegation zone. Huge kick forward. Oh, hits him in the head nearly. Bit of a falcon. Joe Howard does well to recover from that head knock and just kicks it around for a behind. But would have been an interesting goal. Would have been a funny goal, I think. Basically bounced off his face. Didn't let that deter him. Nearly kicked a wonderful goal there, but not quite. The kick from Broadview. Leading player. Great mark. And Caleb Jones. Getting a bit of stick here from the home crowd. Does well to get around the player on the mark. Long down the line. Bit of a outnumbered there by Prince Alfred. Have numbers back there. Now the teammates get involved for Broadview. Great tackle. Once on the ball, not to be. Over the top now to Cooper O'Leary. Using his pace. White with a nice tap. And now goes out wide to Mulharen. No mark taken. Again, Ianello reads it well. And enough time in defence to take a nice bounce and just kick it to where he wants. But great mark. Is it a mark? Yes, paid the umpire. Puts his body on the line. And a courageous mark there. Passes it off. And just a short kick sideways to a teammate in a better position. And Joshua Byrne with the chance to have a shot here. Their top goal scorer with 10. Starts to the left. Doesn't make the distance. Marks it up forward. It's going to be a free kick actually. Free kick for Ianello. Thought he marked it deep in their forward line, but was a bit too desperate. Gave away the free kick. And Ianello and his teammates kick it out there with a few short kicks. And no luck going the way of Broadview so far in this half. I thought they took a great mark in their forward line, but it was not to be. And Prince Alfred looking for the counter-attack. But it will be a free kick to them. Wanted the advantage, but instead plays on quickly from the free kick situation. Again, the handball's on. Jolly tries to get round one. The kick now by Howard, I believe, into the forward line. Quaney's there again. No mark taken. Big pack of players still in a dangerous position and rush behind. Rush behind smartly by Saint. And just concedes the behind after they were under a lot of pressure there for the Tigers. Darcy Modra finds Hill. Kicks it long, but playing in front. Good inset mark. Schmidt, I believe. To Slade. Slade with the left foot. Didn't look comfortable on that foot of his. But it does go to Searles. Has to be strong. Nicely done there. And now the kick. Now the shot at goal. Nice darting kick. Beautifully taken there by Henry Slade. Got involved earlier up the field in the midfield. Made his way forward into a nice position. And again, smart kick. Didn't overkick it. Didn't try and hit the top of the goal score or top of the goal post or anything. Smartly passed it through the big sticks for his first. 11-6, 72. Plays 1-3-9. And all the key players there for Prince Alfred getting involved, but also some players I haven't called too much, which is always a good sign to see. Their depth is quite strong for the position they're on the ladder. Of course, with that school system as well, we saw today Ryan, his debut year 11 student, got a goal as well on debut. Love to see that for him. Kicks it very wide, just along the boundary line. Keeps it in nicely. Hill with the ball. The Tigers look to go forward, but again cut off by Prince Alfred. 24.5 minutes played. Another intercept mark this time for Broadview. Plays it through the middle of the ground. Good mark. Quickly plays on. Long kick forward. PJ Carlin's there. Just in front of him. Didn't quite make him. White with the snap around. Smothered. Still an opportunity here for Broadview. They want to keep the pressure high. Instead, it's going to be McGuinness over the top. Beautifully weighted kick. Using his teammates. Inside the forward line. Got a few options. And another great mark there by Jet Ryan. And he can go back and try and kick his second in his debut. Read the play well. Read the play well in the air, and great mark by Jet Ryan. You might have even heard the crowd there next to us. 17-year-old, year 11 student on his debut. Already has one. The other one was an advantage from a free kick. So this one will be just for himself if he can get this one. Smartly done. Celebrates big as well. Loves the celebration, and why not? Great goal. And that one was all his from start to finish. Great mark and finishes it nicely. And joins Quaney and Bentley as the other players with more than one goal. .26.5 minutes played in this second quarter, approaching half time, and it is definitely a one-sided affair here so far. .61 points if my maths correct. Jolly with a clearance. Another chance here, Pitt. Smartly done, just punches it. Ryan, the goal scorer just from earlier, is underneath this big pack, and the umpire will sort him out. The Tigers players want to hold the ball, but not to be. So he gets involved here. Pitt with another nice tap down. Under pressure. Through Jay O'Leary. Over the top. Good efforts for Cooper O'Leary now. It is a free kick for Prince Alfred. Tackled him without it. And it's going to be Jack Ainello. Another good effort by him. Kicks it to the danger zone. Can they find a mark? Punched over. They're going to have to be good here, the defence. Joe O'Leary kicks it to his brother. Looking for White. Just through his fingertips. And because of that, the shot. And nicely done. Josh Perks. And Josh Perks with a good finish. Just dropping the mark was White through his fingertips just over his head, and even as tall as he is couldn't reach it. So it will be another goal, this time to Perks. (13:6:84) plays 1:39. 40 seconds, as you can hear the coach Ned McHenry yelling from the sidelines. Quite a long way away from us, so you can hear that clearly. And interesting enough, this could be a big boost to their percentage. Of course, Prince Alfred try and get up there on the ladder in terms of percentage in Division 1 is very important, because it could be as much as a win difference sometimes. And as you can hear from their coach, Ned McHenry, he wants them to keep the foot on the gas, keep the foot down, and accelerating more goals. Hill trying to find the mark here. Good job on the wing. He's probably one of the best for the Tigers in this first half. There's the siren for half-time. 13-6, 84, plays 1 goal 3. A big margin here today. And it's still half-time and a lot of work to do for Broadview if they want to get into this one. But Prince Alfred have been unreal to start this off. Taken control early on, never looked like letting it go. We'll be back after this half-time break. Welcome back to the third quarter here, about to start at Park 9 between Prince Alfred and Broadview in the BTI Excavations Division 1 of the Adelaide Footy League. And Prince Alfred obviously a great start to this game, I should say. The first half, 75-point lead going the way of Prince Alfred Old Collegians, and 13-6-84 plays 1-3-9. Broadview, plenty of work to do to get back into this one, maybe a bit too far even to win, you'd assume from here, but even just to reduce the margin, reduce the deficit in terms of a percentage point of view, which you never know at the end of the year could make a difference in terms of the relegation zone. We've seen plenty of relegations be saved because of percentage. Quickly, thank you to Filming Footy, Sports Interactive, Classic Clashes, Custom Bow RTC, High Five E-Bikes, Dartfish, Jag Meatworks, Kimberley Resorts, and Archie's. Of course, the best player today will be involved. We'll be getting a pair of Archie thongs as well as a $50 voucher to the Midway Tavern in Elizabeth Downs. And the ball is back into play. We'll see if Broadview can have a better half, or will it be much more of the same for Prince Alfred's dominance. Free kick to Prince Alfred, going the way of Joe Howard. Not Joe Howard, actually. Going to be Hugo Kelly with the kick. Kicks it forward, no mark taken. Broadview, some couple handballs in a row now, trying to run out of defence. Goes high and long towards Anyang, no mark taken. Trying to put the pressure on Anyang. Soccer kicked off the ground by the Broadview player, but in the arms of Prince Alfred, and a good, clever kick finds Singleton through the middle of the ground to Perks. Perks chips it out wide to Singleton, back to Singleton with some good running to get on the end of this one. Cut off nicely by Broadview, and they're trying to use that running game more, trying to use the handballing more. We saw it work a few times when they did that, and looks like it's a clear message after this half-time break to try and take the game on. They're going to have a shot now from about 50, just scuffs it, never was going towards the goal, and cut off by Slade, whose kick goes to a one-on-one up the ground. Kelly, a bit slow to turn around, gives opportunity to Hill, who's a bit faster, to get involved now. And again, a few handballs in a row. Through to Jay O'Leary with his kick being cut off. Played on and holding the ball high. The umpire calls it high. And the big Cho Anyang gives away the free kick. Bit too tall on that occasion. Straight through the middle of the ground to Jolly. Plays on quickly towards the 50-metre line. Punch from behind. Still a bit of work to do for Broadview. They do well. Some good running. And again, the handball game getting into action, getting into play. Good kick. Again, finds a target. So a few good moments here for Broadview coming out the half-time break. Looking for the inside 50. Have a player free, Jay O'Leary. Has a player number 33, I was trying to say. And Jay O'Leary looks like he's having a shot from about 40 metres out. Kicks it through O'Leary, Jay. Good kick, great goal. And Jay O'Leary, one of their better players, showing why they're classy kick. And the first goal of the quarter going the way of Broadview. A much needed goal for them, and Jay O'Leary getting that one. And you see when their key players are getting hold of the ball, Broadview, something can happen. O'Leary, White, Byrne, those type of players. Hill has been good. And they've definitely been changing their style a little bit. Plenty more running and handballing, and just generally getting the ball moving with their feet instead of just long kicks. Great work there by Hill. Again, breaking it out from the middle. Broadview fighting well here. It's going to be the umpire to sort him out. It's a stoppage inside their forward 50. 4 minutes played in this third quarter. Tapped down by Carlin. The kick now comes over the top, but missing. Just the one behind, but all the attack so far has come from Broadview in this quarter. Have a long way to go, obviously, to get the margin back in terms of a positive lead for them or anything like that, but it's a good start. Trying to get the ball there is Lockwood. Wants it back. Instead, they're going to ignore him and go towards Anyang. No mark taken, but reads the ball well. Great job there to spin out of trouble. Going as far as Wilson. Wilson with the kick. Usually a pretty good finish. Just to the left. Unlucky for Kobe Wilson there. Does very, very well. Does very, very well with the shot just to the left of the post. Bringing out defence. Again, just to a pack of players. Lockwood collects it nicely. Good left foot kick. 2-on-1. Trying to crash the pack nicely. Oh, just illegally, said the umpire. Actually, free kick, yeah. Prince Alfred, the umpire, just pointed the wrong way for a second. Thought it was infringing the player who's flying for the mark. Instead, he was the one that gave away the free kick. And it's going to be Bromley with his left foot to Jolly. Takes a bounce. But Jolly, again, just too clever. Great kick. As per usual, finds Perks. Perks inside the forward line, 1-on-1 deep. Good leading up play. In the end, wasn't as deep as where they started. It's going to be about 30, 35 metres out, maybe about 30 metres out. Good angle. And I believe it's Bentley again. Just confirm that, but yeah, number 66. James Bentley has four last week as well. 12 goals for the season, and 8 of them have come, 12 goals coming into this one, I should say, so adding to his goal tally nicely. Great kick, just to the left, so started well, drifted out wide, and Bentley stays at 4. Through the guts, Broadview, they're taking it on. They have a player out free, Carlin, and he was all by himself inside the forward line, and that's what happens. Sometimes it's risky, but when you go right through the corridor from the goal kick, from the kick in, I should say, straight through the corridor, dangerous play, but on that occasion paid off. And when it works, it's very, very good. Of course, it can be dangerous. You could be rebounded for a repeat inside 50, but nothing to lose here for Broadview, and they're playing well. They're attacking the play more, and Carlin with a chance. Wasn't the best last time these two played, and that time finishes it truly. And PJ Carlin, one of their newer players this season, very, very well done there to score. And 2 goals this quarter, both of them going to Broadview, so well done to them, not giving up, putting in some good effort. 13-7-85 plays 3-5-23. Both goals this quarter going to the Tigers. Back underway, White with the tap down. Hill getting involved again. Wilson is tackled. Repeat stoppage. The clearance coming from Prince Alfred to nobody in particular. Clever handball backwards, but the pressure's higher from Broadview. They needed more of this in the first half. Great work there. And it is a stoppage. But in the first half, that would have definitely been just a handball backwards to a free Prince Alfred player. Repeat inside 50. But that time, Broadview had the players there and they were attentive, they were on top of it. Big kick forward, big pack forms. It's going to come back the other way. Over the top of everyone, Lockwood reads it nicely. Good handball over the top. And now kicks it to a teammate, Byrne, I believe. Has an opportunity here, O'Leary. Handballs towards Anyang. Can't quite get there first, so tackles instead. It was a good decision. Great handballing there. Has a chance here. Good shot. Just hits the post there. Was Cooper O'Leary, the captain. We saw a big goal earlier from his brother Jay, and Cooper there trying to do similar, just hits the post. But Broadview again doing all the attacking early in this third quarter. They want the mark there, Prince Alfred not to be. And again, Broadview playing on fast, taking it on. Sometimes you're going to turn it over like that, but so far it's worth the risk with this margin, plus how much success they've had with that technique early. And Yang's there, greatly done there, but good work to collect it. Goes forward, Flanagan. Trying to break the tackle, O'Leary. It's going to be Ainello. And now it's going to be Slade. He's been good as well. To Jolly, who's always good. 6 of the past 9 weeks in their best. Takes his time, assesses the options, decides to go long, and to the advantage of the attacker. Great kick. And a good mark there, right on the far pocket from where we're at. It's going to be Bentley again, I believe, 66. 4 goals already in this match. We saw him miss one just earlier this quarter. Coming in now from about 35, 40. He likes it. That is his 5th. And Bentley, number 66, finds the route to goal for a 5th time this afternoon. The first for the third quarter for Prince Alfred. 14-7-91 plays 3-6-24. Nearly 12 minutes played here at Park 9. A beautiful day for winter footy. And of course all Div 1 games filmed and live streamed on Filming Footy. The kick forward. Big pack of players in the forward line for Broadview. Great pickup. Gets tackled. Wants a free kick. Play on. Good job there, Hill. Trying to handball it to Carlin, who ends up having to tap it out wide to Cooper O'Leary. A big chance here and a bit of a collision between teammates. But they're okay, it seems. A bit of a head clash, but nothing too malicious. 2 teammates bumping into each other right in front of us here in our commentary position. The ball back in. Again, good work there, wanting to hold the ball, Broadview. Hill, over the top to Wilson. And now a chance for Costa. Outside the foot, check side, and Costa with a beautiful finish there. Could be one of the goals of the day, thanks to Jag Network snags of the day. And it was well done there again. Some of their key players getting involved in Hill, in Wilson. O'Leary was involved, as well as Carlin in the earlier play and Jesse White, and it was in the end Costa with a beautiful finish there. 3-1 this third quarter, so definitely been better Broadview as they try and reduce this margin. White in the ruck again, get the clearance, over the top, good wrestle there, fairly done, the umpire says play on. The defensive Prince Alfred under pressure once again, and Yang handballed over to him, thinking about kicking it, Bit of a hesitation there. Thought if he should kick it, he should pass it, he should handball it. In the end, he goes for the kick, but he was a bit off balance as he kicked it, and it's going to be a last possession rule. Takes the bounce before hitting the post, and it was last person to touch it, so it's going to be Prince Alfred deep in their defence. Through Schmidt. Big fly. Oh, no mark taken. A bit of a mini specky there. Repeat inside 50. Carlin. And he flies as well. No mark taken. Again, trying to get the second efforts going. Defence under pressure for the Prince Alfred team. Stood up well on this occasion to Jet Ryan on debut. 2 goals from the 17-year-old. This time a long way from home. On the wing. Good mark. Great mark, in fact. Let up well. Does well. I believe that's Kelly. Plays on quickly, but didn't kick at anyone in particular. Cut off by the defence of Broadview, who have the switch on. Didn't go through the corridor this time, which has worked well for them in this quarter, and definitely a change that we've seen from the first half. They win the free kick, however, to Jay O'Leary. Wants to kick it long, wants people to come towards him. In the end, they go there. Carlin does a lead. Oh, just doesn't take the mark. Thought he did enough, but not quite. He's going to come back the other way, but again, courageous mark. Great mark. And it's gone now. Bit of pushing, shoving, but courageous mark nonetheless. Eyes on the ball the whole time. Put his body on the line, and when the time came, took the mark. Stuck the mark. Chipped it. And just chipping it back and forth between each other. Now goes forward to Jesse White. Beautifully done. Wants the 25. Has a chance to go inside 50 now. The kick, though, in the advantage of the defence, and Pitt reads it best. No surprise for Craig Pitt. Has a good IQ. Good football IQ. To Schmidt. Looks to go long down the line. Could have maybe switched it if he wants. Instead does go that way, long down the line. And it's just going to be... No, out. No, it's not going to be out. Just playing along the boundary line. Another kick forward. A great mark on the wing. A few good marks on the wing in this quarter. Mitchell Dean this time. Thinks about the quick handball. Instead is going to go back. And go long instead. Towards the 50-metre line. Big punch coming from the defence. Still a bit of work to do here. They got the numbers. Do the Tigers. Now the handballing game gets into play. We've seen them do this all quarter and it's worked. They have a chance now forward. Carlin, another nice lead and a good mark. Smartly done there by PJ Carlin. Ran hard. And been doing a couple leads that have not gone rewarded. This time his opportunity came and does a very clever mark. 61 point the margin, reduced from 75 at half time. 17.5 minutes played, and PJ Cullen with a chance to reduce it even further. Wasn't the best last time these two met in round 2. Coming in now, right foot. The umpire doesn't have to move. It's a beautiful kick for goal. And Carlin with his second of the match, second for the quarter. .4791 plays 5.636. 18.5 minutes played. Carlin, another one that can play ruck. Last time I watched Broadview, he was in the ruck quite a bit, and as well as Choanyang can be in the ruck quite a bit. Both of them playing forward at the moment, and Jesse White's been holding down that ruck spot. It's been working pretty well. They go forward again. Anyang tries to take the big punch over the top, maybe a free kick, but he marks it anyway, does Pitt. Again, courageous mark there. Quick kick away, maybe a little bit dangerous. Bit of work to do for his teammate who's just ragdolled and tackled over the line. Using the Guernsey a little bit, but fairly, said the umpire. So it's going to be a boundary throw in inside the forward line or just outside the 50 for Broadview. Either way, a bit of a dangerous area here for Prince Alfred to defend. Look for a quick clearance, maybe from the ruckman, maybe from O'Leary, something like that. There he is, Cooper O'Leary, Jay O'Leary I should say, number 33. But nicely done there. Prince Alfred finding a mark through Searles. Goes quick. Lockwood just tackling his opponent over the line. So another stoppage, this time about 60 metres more towards the goal of Prince Alfred. Basically the same position as the last one, but just on the opposite side of the field in terms of whose attack they're nearer to. Back underway, looking to get the quick clearance forward or the quick kick forward is Prince Alfred. Again, great tackling there by Broadview. They bought their tackling in this quarter. They bought this side of the game as well, the running and the handballing and the overlapping handballing. They're going again, inside 50. Carlin's on the lead once again. And once again he finds the mark. When he gets moving, Carlin, it's hard to stop. And that time again, just was running in the direction he wanted to and put on a plate by his teammates. You could see 3 or 4 of them coming around and congratulating him for that kick because it was a great kick. And these little things for Broadview, of course, having a difficult season, but these little things are the things that teammates celebrate. When that kick was centimetre perfect to the big full forward. And Carlin looking for his third of the match, but also his third for the quarter if he kick this one. Kicked one earlier from a more difficult position than this. He doesn't make any mistakes once again, and PJ Carlin with his third. The third for the quarter. And the third in total. As they really do well, Broadview in this quarter. 1 goal plays 5 this quarter, so Broadview definitely working hard to reduce the margin. Still, obviously, a bit of a deficit to go. 14-7, 91 plays 6-6, 42. 51 points the margin, but it's a lot more respectable than the 75 at half time. And just this quarter, 5 goals to 1 is definitely a good effort coming off a tough first half for the Tigers and their fans here away at Park 9. White and Quaney in the rock. Interesting, Quaney not being as much forward, been a lot of ruck work in this quarter. 2 goals in the first half. Slade. Smart kick. Looking to get the ball moving, but Broadview with a good interception. Hames getting involved, and Yang again. His handball to his teammate. Cut off by his own teammate, thought it was for him, but in the end does go to the Tiger that wanted to, but that kick cut off by Pitt. Pitt playing a lot of defence in this quarter compared to his forward line work in this first half. 6 goals last time these two played. But Pitt, very versatile player. Wouldn't be surprised if just easier for him just to rest in defence and help out there. Less running needed perhaps. He gets the ball back. The switch is on if they want to. Have Sumner on the other side asking for it. Now he's running to the corridor, Sumner still asking for it. Instead they go long down the line. Lockwood, he's been good this quarter. Gets in front, but only as far as Seb Quaney. Interesting, there's a Quaney on each team. I don't know if they're related or if they're cousins or something like that, but Sebastian Quaney on Prince Alfred and Anthony Quaney on Broadview. So maybe it's a common last name, who knows? Broadview again winning the midfield, well, the stoppage battle here. Quick kick forward, but to nobody in particular. Cut off by Tearley. Finds Pitt. Straight down the middle. Lockwood again is there, playing in front. He's had a good quarter, like I mentioned, in defence, Lockwood. 24.5 minutes played. 6 goals this quarter combined, so maybe a minute or two longer, but wouldn't think it's too much longer than that. Trying to counter-attack here is the Tigers. Hames can't quite take it cleanly. The reinforcements come again. Stoppage is most likely here. Play on to the umpire. Found its way out the back. And a big smother comes from the Prince Alfred player, who just happy to see it over the line for a boundary throw in. Boundary throw in. Getting a lot of numbers over this one. Finds its way out somehow. Broadview with some nice handballing again. Long kick now. Bit of a outnumbered situation. Nearly takes the mark though, was Carlin. Again, 3 goals this quarter, trying to get his 4th. He's involved again, gets his hands to it. Kicks it away just before he's tackled. Not 15, play on. Another kick away towards goal, but well read by the defender just to tap it through for a behind. From Bromley there. One minute left, we can hear the runner screaming. Pitt kicks it long. Good kick and great mark by Slade. Been very good in this match, Slade, in this quarter especially. Just chips it forward, just the required distance. It's a free kick or a mark, either way. Collected it high in the back, in the head. Oh, it's going to be 25, so was a bit high after he marked it, said the umpire. Gets rewarded with a 25. Kicks it through the corridor to Seb Quaney. Sees something he likes. Bounces just short of them. Broadview, bit of work to do here, not to concede. Trying to bring it out. Just tries to do an argue. Just gets the ball away, but has to rush the kick so he doesn't get pinged. An inside 50 repeat. And Yang sitting in a nice spot. Couldn't take the mark. Still alive here. Quaney thinking about the shot. Has 2 already, so why not? Beautiful kick. And Seb Quaney with his 3rd. Well read there. Was in a perfect position to receive the handball and a beautiful finish. Had a lot of time and didn't rush his kick, which I like. Sometimes you see when players have a chance to have a kick, they think it's too good to be true, that so much space they have, they rush it and miss. But just took his time, assessed the situation and went bang for his 3rd. Their 2nd goal of the quarter for Prince Alfred. 15-7, 97 plays 6-7-43. Can't be much time left in this one, as we heard the runner say, a minute left, which feels like a minute ago. Back underway now. Is there still time for another one? Trying to get the clearance. There he is again, Seb Quaney. Just chip kick forward. Played on. Slade. Long kick. Looking for a mark late. There's a siren, but it is going to be intercept mark, so no kick after the siren or anything like that. 15-7, 97 plays 6-7-43. Much better quarter there from Broadview. Still a lot of work to do. We'll be back in the 4th quarter very soon. The umpire lifts the ball up. And welcome back as a three-quarter time break is about to finish here at Park 9 and the fourth quarter coming up. A much better quarter in the third for Broadview, 5 goals to 2, reducing the margin from 75 to 54. So definitely won that quarter convincingly and much better play from them. They just took the game on more, they just ran more, they handled more in terms of a more attacking presence that they had. And finished nicely as well when they got the chances. But obviously still 54 points of margin, and Prince Alfred had a few nice moments themselves, kicking 2 and doing enough just to keep them at bay. They want the percentage though, Prince Alfred, so we'll see if they attack more. Jolly with a quick clearance away. Good one-handed collection there, but wrapped up immediately. Broadview did well in the third quarter when it came to this kind of situation. We'll see how they do now. Big tackle, almost a bit of tripping, but the umpire says this is in congestion, so he's going to come and sort him out. Very similar spot to the stoppage just then. Tap backwards to go forward by White. Lockwood bumped off the ball. Clean bump. Still alive, still play on. The ball trying to get out of that pack. The umpire lets it go for a little bit. But in the end, he has to come and get his hands to it. Again, White takes it out the rock, picks it up, runs out of the contest with the ball as well. Cleverly done by him. And this is the running game that I was talking about. Good handballing, running, getting the legs moving at Broadview. They've been dangerous. They've been playing better when they do this. There's some nice handballing in a row just to make a chance here. Now the kick comes, long kick, over the top, no mark taken. Still in the pocket, still a chance here, looking for the quick kick away, but it will be rushed behind. Just the 1 point. But again, from one end to the ground to the other, super quick and super dangerous movement there from the Tigers. Once they get that side of their game going, it looks good. They just didn't do it enough in the first half, and that cost them, and big margin to come back from. As the clock ticks on, and they're going to run out of time for a massive comeback, but they can definitely reduce the percentage if they play like that in the third. Anyang, big tackle, usually he's great in the tackle sense. Teammates getting around him because that was a good tackle. He stopped him in his tracks. And then McHenry, the player coach, but not playing today, watching on right there, has a perfect view of this contest. Ball goes up, tap backwards to go forwards. It's going to be Cooper O'Leary inside the forward line. Strong contest here, trying to spin out of trouble, get the handball to a teammate, does that well. Now can they find a kick towards goal? Again, nice pressure there by the defence. Doesn't let them move. It will be a boundary throw in deep inside the forward line for Broadview. They did well to try and find a bit of room, but again the defence as well did well just to stop them getting a kick away. Backwards to Searles, and now they can run out of defence. Prince Alfred, long kick to the advantage of their teammate Jet Ryan. He jets forward using his pace, trying to find his teammate. Clever kick, but again the numbers going to win out there, and it's a numbers game, and Lockwood cleverly just soccer kicked it away. Still alive though, and still a dangerous position for Prince Alfred. They find a handball over the top. It's going to be Quaney looking for his fourth, to the left, and misses. That's Seb Quaney with another shot at goal. And unlucky there not to score, but well done by Jet Ryan. On debut, the 17-year-old in year 11. He nearly set that play up perfectly for his teammate. Looking for the mark. It's going to be a free kick for the Tigers. Quick kick. Beautiful kick actually, straight to his teammate. And again, this is more of the things that they weren't doing in the first half. They're doing it well now. Carlin with a nice lead. He got 3 in that third quarter. That time just a little bit too far in front of him, and his sliding action kicks it out. Out full, I think, and it's going to be Prince Alfred to bring it back through Searles, who's looking for the switch. Still on if he wants. Bernardi in a good position. He didn't quite want to go to him, but he does eventually. And Bernardi gets the ball now. Using this wing well. That kick though, a bit of a dribbler. Bounces about 2 times, 3 times before it gets to anyone. Gives his teammate plenty to do up forward. And it will just be a stoppage in the corner of the centre square. Tap down Jesse White, but it is going to be cleared by Jolly towards the boundary line, right in front of us here in the commentator's box. It's the last possession rule actually, so gone the way Anthony Quaney for Broadview. Quaney on the other side of the other team. Modra looking for the switch. And a nice chip kick forward, but still deep inside their defence. Lockwood back to Anthony Quaney. If he could take a mark here, good. Looking up the field, not too many options. He again just chips it forward. Only as far as Modra. And now it finds Manning, the vice captain. He's done a few nice things. To Hill, who's probably been one of the better players as well. So they're getting involved now. A couple of their key players. Good mark, plays on quickly, breaks the tackle, thinks about having the shot. He passes it instead to the pocket. Maybe it might have been a shot. Falls short, so could have been the shot. Just went a bit too to the left, and it does roll in for a behind. Still goalless this quarter, both teams. We haven't got a goal in this fourth. 6.5 minutes played, and still no goals. There's been a few behinds for both teams, but no goals yet to speak of in the fourth. Huge kick in over the top of everyone towards the boundary line, stays in somehow. And now Ianello. Clever kick to the corridor. To a bit of a pack of players, to nobody in particular. So still a bit of work to do for his teammates. Some clean handballs. Great pickup. There is again Ianello getting involved. Chips it forward. And a good mark there by, I believe, Seb Quaney again. A long way from home this time. Can't really have a shot from here. Chips it forward, so still a bit far from goals. This chip, though, inside the 50, but a very, very shallow entry. Quickly plays on McGuinness. Now kicks to the hot spot. Bentley wants it. Kicks it straight to him. Uses his body well. Uses the strength well. And it was a great mark there. Right hand to fend off the defender. Left hand to mark it. And Bentley, who already has 5, lining up for number 6. And Bentley now from straight in front, makes no mistake, and it is number 6 for James Bentley. As I mentioned, 4 last week, 6 today, 10 goals in 2 matches. Bentley's dangerous up there for Prince Alfred, and when he plays well, we definitely saw that last week, that even against Glunga, a team a little bit higher than them on the ladder, they nearly found a way to win that one. So definitely one to look out for if Bentley starts getting going. He's definitely a dangerous player for them. Thank you again to our sponsors: Filming Footy, Sports Interactive, Classic Clashes, Custom Bow RTC, High Five E-Bikes, Dartfish, Archie's, Jag Meatworks and Kimberley Resorts. Back underway. Tap down by the ruckman, another tap by the midfielder. Taps into space for his teammate to kick it inside 50. Bentley again wants it. The one-on-one is there. Just couldn't take the mark. It's still alive. Trying to stop it from getting to the boundary line. Eventually it does just roll over. And Bentley, on that occasion, could not win the one-on-one. Good credit to the defender there of Broadview. Who's up to the task this time. That defender being Jaden Ryan, the deputy vice-captain, as James Bentley makes his way to the bench. A much-deserved rest for him. The ball's still alive, though, in the pocket. They'll have to find a different avenue to goal. The kick, beautifully around the corner. No mark taken. Broadview have the numbers, have to be clean. Does well, Jaden Ryan. But the kick not as good as his defensive efforts, just turning it over. And Jet Ryan, who wanted it straight off the bench, is told by the runner, just get in there. And that's what he does. So now the ball goes toward the way he's made his run. Ball in front, great mark over the top by Jaden Ryan there. After conceding a few to Bentley, has a few good moments in the last few minutes. When Bentley's off, coincidentally maybe. Free kick for Broadview. White kicks out wide to a bit of an outnumbered situation. They just go toward the boundary line. Nearly 11 minutes played in this final quarter. 16-8, 104 plays 6-8, 44. Just the one goal in this quarter gone the way of Prince Alfred. Made them tick over the 100-point margin, or 100-point score, I should say, not margin. Into the forward line again now, Prince Alfred. And again, Ryan, when Bentley's off, been playing well. Kicks it short to White. White finds Cooper O'Leary, Jay O'Leary, sorry. One's 3 and one's 33, so getting confused sometimes with the two brothers. Kicked forward there by Costa. Cut off. Quick kick. Looking fine, Nello. Nicely done. Smart by him. And handballs it to the opposition, but his teammates are there. It's a stoppage on the wing in front of the coach's box. White with a punch backwards towards the boundary line, but he has about 3 numbers back there, so quite smart in the end. And Jay O'Leary handballs to his teammate who goes forward, trying to collect it. Can they find the shot? It's not to be. Coming back the other way now. White sat there nicely, takes a good mark. It's going to be a repeat inside 50, you'd expect. Small ground here, you can see the centre square nearly touching the forward 50 line, so from almost the middle of the ground, it's almost a guaranteed inside 50 there for Jesse White. Jet Ryan on debut, 2 goals, does well there. Trying to find Ianello, cut off by Jaden Ryan for the Tigers, who plays on quickly. Sees something he likes, but it's cut off. Holding the ball, tackle, it will be on the ball. Going the way of the Tigers. Again, they're going to look to play on quickly here, I believe. Does just that, chips it, falls short of his target. And those things have been costing Broadview all game. They were better in that third, but most of the game have been costing them there. They had a player free. Instead of just hitting him on the chest, like Prince Alfred were doing, falls short, and because of that causes a stoppage. And then the Prince Alfred mids are just a bit too good to win most of the clearances, just like this one. Finding Arnello again. Called his name a lot. He's definitely in contention for the Archies and the Midway Tavern voucher. Quaney one-on-one, beautifully done. Great work there by Seb Quaney. Another one-on-one for the big full forwards of Prince Alfred. They take it. And now Seb Quaney looking for his 4th. About 45 metres out, not too much of an angle. Coming in now. Kick looks good off the boot. Straight over the umpire's head. And Seb Quaney with his 4th. Subdued celebration there. Could hear the crowd saying, give us something. They want a big celebration from Seb, but he's just there to do his job. 4 goals. Helped out in the ruck. Taken some great marks on the wing and in defence when needed. So an all-round performance from him. To go along with his 4 goals. Back underway. Neil and White been doing the ruck battles all day. Big kick from the middle of the ground. Is bouncing almost towards the goal. Carlin's there, has to collect it, won't make the distance. Still alive here for the Tigers. Broadview couldn't make the most of that one, so Prince Alfred to bring it out with a big kick. Still a chance here for repeat inside 50. Broadview have a lot of numbers here. But good tackling. And now it's a bit congested after that, so it will be just a stoppage. The umpire wants to bowl it up quick. The ruckman aren't ready. Now he goes. Tapped down by Neil. And Howard's there, but he gets tackled as well. Right next to the boundary line in front of the coaches and right in front of the player coach who's not playing today, Ned McHenry. You can hear him from here yelling instructions. Still wants his team to be organised. Still wants his team to be disciplined. 16 minutes played in the final quarter. Winning by this much, but when you've only won 2 games, haven't won on an 8-loss losing streak, you still have to be disciplined and you still have to teach and get these things in for when they first their next opponent to try and get out of the relegation zone. Carlin collects it nicely. Joe O'Leary, clever. He's shut down nicely. But they have a chance here, Broadview, with a few handballs to try and find some space. Spun out of trouble, kicked forward to the goal square. Free kick. Free kick to Broadview from that attacking one-on-one contest. As it just gets a little bit darker here, and we'll see Broadview have a shot at goal. The shot coming in now. Great finish, no mistakes made. Again, I can't see who that is from here because of the numbers. Yellow back, white numbers. I'll quickly have a look on the stream, but it was a nice job there to get the free kick. It is Joshua Byrne. Josh Byrne with that one. Their top goal scorer with 10 goals. 4 goals last week against Sacred Heart, so definitely knows how to find the goals against a big team. It will be just his first goal for the game, but overall he's been playing well for them this season. Repeat stoppage immediately. Very similar situation to where the ball started after the goal. White trying to take it out of the rock. He's done that a lot today. Can't on this occasion. Just soccer kicked off the ground. Spinning out of trouble is Jolly. Goes back towards his direction. Howard gets tackled as he kicked it. So still a good opportunity here for Broadview. They can get their hands to it. Tackled without it. The umpire did see that as well. Free kick going away with Jay O'Leary. Probably one of the better players for Broadview today. He's always up there as well as his brother Cooper. Nicely done there, looking for the goal, kicks it forward, takes a bounce, doesn't find his opponent, his teammate I should say, goes straight to the opposition. Thinking about maybe a bit of a switch or using the corridor, just chips it sideways. 19 minutes played as we see the 5-minute sign come up from the bench. Good mark, Slade. He's had a great game, great half of footy as well. And Slade goes long down the line. Jack Arnello's there, thought about jumping, decides just to peel off the pack. It's Anyang who gets tackled, and a great tackle there. Great tackle by Jet Ryan there on his debut against the big ruckman, Cho Anyang, and it's a big, tall player to take down, and Ryan does well on his debut. The ball goes forward, but just rushed behind, 4 behind. Flanagan towards Hill, clever player, nicely picked up. Now Costa kicked a very nice goal in the third towards Carlin, who kicked 3 in the third. Couldn't take the mark this time. Has to go in and help his teammate. It's going to be a stoppage inside the forward line of Broadview. 17-9-1-1-1. 111 plays 7-8-50. 20 and a half minutes played. 2 goals to 1 this quarter, so the way of Prince Alfred after a one-sided third quarter gone the way of Broadview, but in the end 75 points at half time was always going to be a tricky task for Broadview to come back from, and They've done well to settle in this fourth. Dangerous tackle, maybe a bit higher. The umpire says Broadview free kick just outside their 50 metres. Maybe a little bit too far to have a shot by the time he kicks it. Plays on quickly. Now he might have a shot. Right in the pocket. Over the top of everyone. Beautifully done. That was a great goal there. Definitely in the running for goal of the day. In the pocket there. Again, very far away from us. Can't see the player, but great finish there for Broadview and definitely something for them to celebrate. Jolly with the clearance. Said that a lot today as well, like as per usual. As we go forward again for Prince Alfred. They have a chance here. Free kick. The umpire calls for Prince Alfred. So free kick on the other one caused the goal. Now they have a chance from Slade to have a shot as well. About 35, 40 metres out. Bit of an angle this time. Not too bad if he's right foot. And Slade had a very good game. Could be in the running for the Archies and the voucher. Coming in now, right foot. Doesn't make any mistake. Beautiful kick once again. His second for the match. And they've kicked a lot better. I was worried about it in the first quarter. They kicked about 1-4, 1-5 or something like that. But since then, they've had a much, much better goal kicking record in terms of their set shots. .23.5 minutes played, just a few minutes left here. 18-9, 1-17 plays 8-8-56. Ball back underway. Punched over there by Neil. Midfielder Prince Alfred again, looking to get to work. Trying to dodge a few tackles, nicely done, but in the end, just a bit too much congestion. Another stoppage. I think it might have been Flanagan with that goal for Broadview earlier from the pocket. Even a bit hard to see on the replay. Free kick on the way of White. Goes forward again to nobody in particular, just almost to the advantage of the defence. And that's what they're doing the first half, and that cost them badly. Going back to it in this fourth. Just drops the mark. Howard was all by himself. Contested mark, but does well with his second efforts. Jet Ryan's there. Just couldn't take the mark either. Now the kick comes, nicely smothered. Well done, even after the smother with his second efforts. Modra, I believe. And Broadview with a bit of work to do. Chips it forward towards O'Leary. Cooper O'Leary does the 1-2. Still using his pace, O'Leary. Passes to Jay O'Leary. Back to Cooper O'Leary. The third time he's got it in this passage. And this time he's wrapped up. He's tackled down. No free kick though, play on, and Broadview still have the possession. Carlin, one-hander once again. Oh, just dribbles it a few times, juggles it a few times. It is a free kick for... It is a free kick against Carlin. Even the Broadview player thought it was for his team. It was not. And Carlin couldn't get the one-hander. And unfortunately for him, he gives away the free kick, and it's going to be Prince Alfred to bring it out of their own defence. Jolly, nice mark. And there's the siren to confirm the result that we've known for quite a while, it's fair to say. 61 points the margin to Prince Alfred. dominant display early, 75 points at half-time, was always going to be tricky to come back from, and it just served to be good effort by Broadview in the third, 5 goals to 2, but in the end it's just too much of a margin, and Prince Alfred comfortably the winners here for the 10th versus 9th clash. Prince Alfred now can try and use this win to push forward. They've got a decent amount of percentage from this one and try and push up the ladder towards trying to catch the other teams who are down below, like Paynham, etc. So a good team effort here today and a much needed win after 8 losses in a row to Prince Alfred. We'll go through the goal scorers. Bentley, the main one, with 6 goals for James Bentley. 4 last week, 6 today, 10 goals in 2 matches. A key pillar for them. Seb Quaney, 4 goals, played well all game as well. Slade with 2. Jet Ryan on debut, 17 years old, year 11 student if you believe. 2 goals on debut, well done to him. As well as Josh Perks, McGuinness, Ianello, Craig Pitt with 1. As for Broadview, PJ Carlin, 3 goals in the match. 3 goals in that third quarter, really did well in that quarter to kick 3 and he was the main goal scorer. And just singles for O'Leary, Jay O'Leary, Josh Costa, Josh Byrne and Chol Anyang with a massive goal from about 50 in the second quarter, I believe. So a great game by Prince Alfred. They'll be happy with that one. They'll definitely take a lot out of this one. And we saw Den Henry not playing today on the bench, so he got to see a good view of this match, and he wanted them to have a big effort even to the last seconds of this one when the result was already confirmed. But overall, it was a good game for them. As for Broadview, of course, not the result they would have wanted coming into this one. Still yet to get a win in this match. They've played everyone once now, so definitely we'll try and have to learn from when they verse people and try and come back and find a win for this season. But it has been a tough season for them, no doubt. We'll be back next week with plenty of more streams. Please check out if any other games are going on Filming Footy. Plenty of live games on there all the time. Thanks for watching. I've been Jad Gosson, and have a good evening.